Microsoft is one of the biggest AI players at the moment, and they have just added to their arsenal of AI tools because just yesterday they announced VASA-1, which can create what they're calling hyper-realistic talking face video by using just one single image and speech audio. With every one of these releases, the potentially deceptive technology only seems to get better. So how good really is VASA-1 and what could it be used for? Let's take a look into this. So yesterday Microsoft just put a new page up on their website, and this page was introducing their new VASA1, which is a framework they've created to turn images and audio clips and combine them into videos. And this framework will animate the image and lip sync it to the audio, and they're claiming that these videos have precise lip sync, lifelike facial behavior, and naturalistic head movements, all generated in real time. The framework creates videos at 512 by 512 at up to 40 FPS. They say on their website that this paves the way for real-time engagements with lifelike avatars, and they're referring to lifelike avatars sort of like what we saw on the Apple Vision Pro, but a far more improved version. So let's see what we're actually dealing with here. One example on their website shows this image being used along with an audio clip from a comedian, and this is the result that it generated.
Girl asked me, she was like, "Babe, what's your love language?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You know, your love language. Like, how do you convey love to your partners and loved ones? Like, for example, a love language could be words of affirmation."
So the important capabilities of this framework that we can see from watching this generated video are the following. The incredibly well done and realistic lip sync movement on the avatar that does make it look like the man in the picture is speaking those words. The only giveaway being the audio because of the nature in which it was recorded with a live audience. As well as that, we have the realistic facial expressions that we can see when watching this. For example, here in the clip where he says "like what" in a surprised voice, the avatar has a surprised face. Little things like that we as humans subconsciously pick up on, realistic facial expressions. And then of course the high resolution of 512 by 512 and 40 FPS. So how exactly did Microsoft do this? Well, on this page is a PDF of a paper explaining everything to do with this framework, and as far as the technical side goes, it is very complex, but let me dumb it down for you. So Microsoft have built a way to represent faces using different codes. So their tool will first create a 3D representation of the face appearance based on the image provided, which contains complex details about facial features, textures, and how the shape looks in 3D space. And it separates the different aspects of a face. And they have a model called a diffusion transformer, which has been trained on tons and tons of talking videos. So it's seen countless videos of people talking and how their faces look while they're doing it. Combine these two together and here are the results. They have a video here showing how it's generated in real time, showing that they can play around with the angles and various other aspects of this new video. So how can you try VASA1? Well, unfortunately at the moment it is not available for public use, and there seems to be no interest in the public using this for Microsoft at the moment, as they stated that they have no plans to release an online demo, API, or the product, at least until they're certain that this can be used responsibly. So hats off to Microsoft there. They say that due to the incredibly realistic videos they can generate, this could be a game changer for immersive AI human interaction. So you could essentially give an AI an avatar and it would be like talking to another person. And then of course they have talked about the potential misuse of this type of technology. As well as that, they do talk about the limitations of this framework. They say that they can only handle the regions up to the torso, and this is because of the struggle of rendering dynamic moving things such as hair and clothing. However, they did say that they do plan to extend to the full upper body and incorporate more emotions and just improve it generally, which is sort of what we'd expect to see. So as if this wasn't enough deception for one day, I do have one more thing to tell you, which I actually didn't realize until I had already finished this script. All of these images that they are using for the framework examples are not real people and rather have been generated by AI, which has been done using models such as DALL-E 3. And I just think that's kind of insane that me sat here talking about it and I didn't even realize that, because that's how good they look. So that's all for this video. If you're still listening, I really appreciate you. Drop a like and subscribe if you can, it really helps me out. Thanks for watching.